Oh my goodness, you guys. This is another handbag unboxing, and I've been waiting so patiently for this one because I wanted to do it together with you all. So this is from a brand which most of you have probably heard of. Actually, I left a little hint to one of you in one of my comments under my flattered video when I was talking about brown chocolate suede. You said, the bag from Manu Atelier has a really great, or there's a really great brown suede bag from this brand, and there sure is. I will say this is not the brown suede bag. I thought I would go for something a little bit different that I don't have in my wardrobe, but this arrived about a week ago and it's been sitting in my bedroom so beautifully wrapped. But when I took it out of the box and saw how beautifully wrapped it was, I was like, I have to open this with you guys. This is too beautiful to go off on its own. So let's get into it. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the brand if you're not familiar with them. And I will, in full transparency, tell you this bag was gifted to me. However, like with most brands, I'm really lucky to be able to choose the items that I want. So this is fully something that I would buy. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. Okay, let's get into it. As you can tell by the box, it's a big bag, which is kind of rare for me, to be honest. I normally like smaller bags. I love my Hermes 28 Kelly, for example. I love my little row bag that's almost like an Hermes 30. I believe it's like 27. Oh. So this is what's inside. So nice. Oh, really, really beautiful. Beautiful little dust bag. Beautiful packaging. Nice big box, which I will be keeping. That's a gorgeous box. It'll be really great for storage and stuff. Okay, wrapped. Let's undo this. So the other hint before I get into this is that this bag is a color. And I do have a few colored bags. I mostly have green bags, and I guess green and I guess brown, that sort of counts, but those are really the only colors that I have. This, I would say, is my first like true colored bag. However, I do think it's still very much a classic kind of neutral color. Oh, and I'm so excited. You guys, look at this. How I was so anxious to see what the leather looked like in person, what the burgundy looked like, because you just never know until you really see something in person. And this is absolutely stunning. I'm going to get all into the bag. I'm going to talk about how I would envision styling this. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm taking everything off. Oh, all the padding out. Oh, it's gorgeous on the inside. Whoa. It's a really beautiful, actually kind of matches my sweater, color on the inside. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's really lightweight. That was my other fear. Like, for example, some of my larger bags, like my Celine luggage tote, for example, and actually a lot of my vintage Celine bags, they are so beautifully made, but they're so heavy duty. The leather is just really, really heavy. This leather, and I'll tell you exactly what kind of leather it is just so stunning. Oh, the bag also has feet. It's got little feet protectors on it, which I'm going to take off now, which I think is really great, especially for a big bag, because you're going to want, you know, to put it on the ground, most likely, just because it is quite large. But I actually love the size of this bag. I don't think it's too big. I think it's a really great bag for if you want to like throw a little cardigan or a scarf and your camera. And I've just been loving these sort of like larger bags, but they're not too big. I will say they make one that's even larger that I am considering getting as well, because it can fit a 16-inch MacBook. This one can fit a 13-inch MacBook, but I have the 16-inch Pro. That being said, I'm not like super keen on putting my heavy computer into my nice handbags because they tend to stretch them out. In fact, I almost destroyed my Celine luggage tote because of that. So I tend to just put them into like a regular kind of canvas tote where I don't mind if it gets stretched a little bit. But I did just want to call that out if you're looking at something like this for more of a work bag. Oh, but she is just stunning. She's going to look so good. Okay, let's just get into the bag because I can't not talk about her now that we're here. Let me get in to here so I can put some cutaways and stuff to the side. So this bag is from a brand. Again, if you haven't heard of the brand, I'll just touch on it very quickly here, but it's a brand called Manu Atelier. And they were founded in 2014, so they're over 10 years old, by two sisters in Istanbul, Turkey. It's really sweet. They actually launched this brand as a tribute to their father. He was a master leather craftsman since the 1970s, and that's where the name of the brand comes from. So Manu, I guess, comes from the term manufacture or like handmade. So yeah, so their brand is really all about like beautiful leather making, craftsmanship, and you definitely notice that in all of the little details. They're absolutely stunning bags. Just in general, the overall goal of the brand, and they have lots of different styles. I know that this buckle style has been really trendy, which is why I wanted to get it, because I think it's still classic but kind of like a fun take, and it makes the bag a little bit more interesting. But they do have a lot of different styles on the website if you want to check them out. And in general, they really wanted to put together a brand that took this beautiful heritage craftsmanship and then merged it with modern design. And I think that's exactly what is here. Their bags are certainly not trendy. They're very recognizable, but not in a way that's like not going to be in fashion in the next couple of seasons. They're just a great, beautifully made classic bag. So yeah, very excited to share this brand with you all. This bag is the Le Cambon 35 in Burgundy. So they make this bag in a ton of different colors and styles. I actually had a very hard time picking which one that I wanted because they have so many beautiful ones. Again, they have a gorgeous dark brown suede. That's that beautiful warm chocolatey brown that I was talking about. That's really actually quite hard to find in my flattered video. They've got a beautiful version. They have a leather version in black. So if you want that really classic, like black with gold, they have a beautiful vanilla, which would be gorgeous for spring. I mean, you can do it for winter as well. I love pairing things like camel and cream together. They have a black suede. I mean, truly, they have like so many different versions. This, they have a Merlot suede. Oh my God, burgundy. The Merlot is like a little bit darker. Oh, it's sold out. Yeah, I was like, ooh, that one's quite nice as well. But yeah, they basically have different textures, different colors. Because for example, this is more of a pebbly leather. It reminds me more of an Hermes like Togo leather, which is why I'm actually quite happy that it's not too weighty, because I've heard, I don't have any bags in Hermes Togo leather, but I've heard that it is quite weighted. So yeah, so the 35, and I love when brands do the 30, like the measurements, because it's very similar to our Hermes and you can tell exactly what size they're going to be. But that 35 is referencing the bottom dimensions of the bag. So basically how long the bag is here. It's 35 centimeters across. So this is the size of like a Birkin 35, if you're familiar with like the Hermes. Similarly, like a Birkin 30 would be a little bit smaller and then, you know, go down from there. So just to give you kind of a size measurement idea of scale here. This is made of calf skin and it is real leather. I do want to call that out in case anyone wants to be aware of that. But yeah, the bag is $745, which I think is a really great price for a beautifully crafted, fully leather, very timeless bag. Again, if you were to buy a leather bag like this, even from a Pauline or something, it's going to be far more expensive. So I love that their brand plays in a more accessible price point. Obviously, it's all relative, but really beautiful like luxury bags without the crazy luxury price tag. So I think this is really, really stunning. I love the Le Cambon. Again, the Le Cambon does come in a size 40, which fits that 16-inch MacBook Pro. So maybe one day I'll actually get that in black, just as sort of like a work bag if I ever have to go into the office again. I don't know. That's the other thing. I don't have to go into the office that much. Another bag that I do want to call out that I have my eyes on that you can actually pre-order right now says it will be shipped on December 17th. I'm not sure when this video is going to go out, but it might go out around that time. So maybe you could still get it in time for Christmas, but this is sort of like a little tote bag. It's called the Mini Tote du Jour in a deep brown suede. They have a ton of different colors. They've got that beautiful Merlot color in a suede. Oh, I'm really, really obsessed with this tote. I might have to get this. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I did just want to call out that other bag, but I encourage you to take a little peruse around the website. They have so many cute bags, but this bag is going to be absolutely fantastic. I also love that this bag is a lot easier to get into than say like a Birkin or a Kelly. This is just for aesthetic purposes. You don't have to obviously undo the buckle or anything to get inside of it. And then it does have, you know, security measures. It has this little clasp here, which is magnetic, which I need to take the peel off so it can shut the bag, but it's very easy to open and close, which I appreciate, just to get really nice, easy access to. And then there's just one pocket on the inside. So if you wanted a little more organization, I think you could easily put like a bag organizer into here, which I might get. I found some really good ones on Amazon. I wonder, actually, I got one recently for another bag that I have. I wonder if it would fit in here, but that would help as well. Not that this material, so the reason I actually got that bag organizer for my other bag was because the bottom of it was quite slouchy, but this one is quite sturdy. I think it helps with the feet, and it looks like it's quite thick. So I don't think you necessarily need a bag organizer for the bag to keep its shape. Although it's quite light and very soft, it does definitely keep its own shape just fine. But if you just want to like organize the inside, then of course a bag organizer would be very helpful in that regard. The brand also has shoes, which I didn't know about, and a few little like small leather goods. So again, if you're looking for cute little gifts, they've got like a really pretty passport case and a card holder and all of the same leathers that they make their bags with. So that could be a very nice little gift. But ooh, yeah, I'm loving the shoes. The boots are gorgeous. Okay, good to know. Okay, I'm gonna get off this website now so that I can stay focused with you guys. But I did just want to talk quickly about the return policy. So you can do returns, obviously, if the product is new and unused within 14 days from the date the order was delivered. So a little bit on the shorter side, but a lot of small brands do this because it's really hard, obviously, to wait for the 30-day, 60-day window, like bigger brands can. So yeah, you basically just have to fill out the form and they'll probably send you the return label and everything else. You do have to pay for the cost of returning the item. I'm not sure exactly how much it is because obviously I picked this out. I want this, I'm keeping it, I'm not turning it back, but it's probably, you know, $10, $20 would be my guess, but I do just want to make you aware of that you do have to cover your own cost of the return. So now I want to get into styling. I think a bag like this, I mean, leather in general, just I feel like elevates and adds a little bit of excitement and polish to an outfit. So for something like this that's a little bit larger, I love balancing out a bigger bag with some of my like bigger baggier items, like this beautiful sweater from COS, for example. I just think it balances everything out really nicely. I've also been loving playing with monochrome outfits and monochrome colors. So I know it might look a little crazy, but I'm actually gonna have such a good time going for like a head to toe burgundy look. All of these burgundies are a little bit different in terms of color, but I just love all of the rich, keeping the outfit monochrome keeps it from going a little too crazy in terms of playing with color, in my opinion. I think it's also a very slimming silhouette. I think it's also a great way if you have a beautiful piece of outerwear, like a nice camel coat or something that you really want to pop against a whole monochrome under outfit. So for example, here I have these corduroys from Mango in the wine color that I absolutely love. Just a beautiful wine sweater from COS in that big chunky oversized cashmere, which I think balances out this bag really nicely. And then having the bag and then throwing on just a nice coat that's in a camel color or something. That's the other thing that I love about greens and burgundies like this is I feel like they go with colors like camels, browns, navies, greens, all of these really rich fall and winter colors that I've been obsessed with wearing. I think it looks so good with them. So I'll show you another outfit that I've been loving, and that is this kind of head to toe navy look with items from COS as well. I just love the burgundy and the navy. I think, again, they're neutral, but it brings a little more visual interest to the outfit and to the skin. I know we're all looking, even though I have a really beautiful makeup face of Dibs Beauty Makeup, we're all looking a little pale and a little sallow in the winter, and I just think having these beautiful kind of jewel tone colors can really liven up the outfit, which is nice. Now, the only downside of a bigger bag like this is it's definitely more of a day bag type situation. And that's fine. Honestly, I love pairing my more sort of casual outfits and again, playing up with, I will say with something like this, I would recommend trying to stick to just 3 colors and nothing more, because I feel like if you add in a 4th, things get a little much when we're just trying to look minimal and chic and sophisticated. So for example, I might play with having burgundy shoes to match the burgundy bag. I know a lot of people are into that. I'm not like a diehard have to match my shoes to my bag, but it's kind of fun when it happens, right? And so this is like a cute little fun outfit again with just like sweet little jeans or black pants. This is such a great outfit for like going to see galleries or going to like a museum on the weekend where it's super cozy and comfortable, but it's still very, very chic. And I like that if I am running around the Upper East Side or something, I can have like a water and snacks and again, throw a scarf in there, throw an extra pair of shoes. I love being able to throw an extra pair of like comfy shoes into a bag when possible, especially if I'm traveling or I'm like far away from my house and I start to get blisters and I just want to be a little more comfortable. I think it's great for that. So I can just toss like a pair of loafers or something in here. But in general, I think this bag is going to be such a great addition to my wardrobe. And these are just some of the few outfits. I also think having like an all black outfit and then having this beautiful pop of color. This is the last outfit that I'm going to share, or the last sort of idea for how I imagine styling this. Kind of similar to if you're doing like an all Merlot look and then having like the coat be the center of attention. I feel like having all black and then having the bag really be the pop of color is super fun here. And yeah, I just love like just shaking things up a little bit. So that's probably the other way that I would wear this bag. But I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know if you have anything from this brand or if you've heard of this brand before. And yeah, I definitely, now that I've been poking around the websites, probably have some stuff I want to add to my wish list for the new year. Also stay tuned for that. I always make a big like vision board kind of wish list of shoes, bags, accessories, jewelry, clothing that I'm imagining purchasing in the new year. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. That video will be coming soon, and I'll see you all in my next video.